Welcome to Sandtrap Golf, the golf card game that plays just like golf. This is a tutorial video, and in just a few minutes you'll know exactly how to play Sandtrap Golf. Now, let's take a minute and show you how quick and easy it is to play. Pick the number of people who play, 2 to 4 players, and start with all the cards face down. Scramble the cards thoroughly on the table. Each player then draws, so the total number of cards drawn per player is 6, and each player then puts them in 3 columns of 2. All players draw an equal number of cards, and all cards remain face down. You may not see a card prior to replacing it with a drawn card. Each player picks any 2 of their 6 cards, and those cards are turned over face up. The player with the lowest card goes first. If 2 players have the same low card, then those 2 cards are added together, the ones that are face up, and the lowest score goes first. Play begins by the person teeing off by drawing a face down card from the pile. They can play the drawn card or discard it in the middle and create a discard pile. The first player on the first play only, if they don't like the initial card drawn, may discard it and draw a new one and play it. When you draw a card, you're not required to play it. You can discard the drawn card, and that is your play. The first player, if he or she plays it, then the card they swap out becomes the card starting the discard pile. From here on out, the next player in sequence may draw a face down card or draw a top card from the discard pile. Here's where the game gets fun. The player may swap the drawn card with a card that is face up to improve their hand, or they may swap it for a face down card, but you may not look at the face down card prior to the swap, and once it's picked up, there's no turning back. If the drawn card is lower, good for you. If it's higher, bummer for you. You may only turn over 1 card at a time, then play goes to the right. Play continues until one player has turned over all their cards. Once that happens, the discard pile is now frozen, and all remaining players get 1 more turn to improve their hand, but they may not pull from the discard pile, only the face down cards. Scoring is simple. You add each column of 2 cards together, then you take the total of the 3 columns and find your score on the scoring system. Your total score will equate to a par, a birdie, a bogey, eagle, etc. The scoring slides depending on whether it's a par 3, 4, or 5, as you can see on the scoring sheet. If your total number of points or your score is a -7 and the hole is a par 3, you got a par. If it's a par 4 or a par 5, you got a birdie. Here's some cool and fun playing rules that make the game exciting. All these rules are for column scoring. 2 of the same green cards, a positive number, they zero each other out. So if you have 2 10s, rather than a 20, it would be a 0. 2 of the same red cards, or negative numbers, they simply get added together for your column total. So if you have 2 -4s, the column becomes a -8. If you have a wild card in a column, it zeroes out a green card, but it doubles the value of a red card. If you pull a mulligan card, you have 2 choices. Draw again and either keep the new card and save your mulligan for later, or discard that card and draw another one, which you must keep, and toss your mulligan card. The mulligan card does not go back into the discard pile. Once a player gets all their cards turned over and all the rest of the players take their final round, each player adds their columns, adds the total of the 3 columns, finds their score on the scoring system sheet, and writes their score down for the hole. For example, if player 1 has a 2 in column 1, a 14 in column 2, and a 0 in column 3, then their total score for the hole is 16. Player 2 has a 1 in column 1, a -8 in column 2, and a 3 in column 3. Their total score is a -3 for the hole. Player 3 has a 0 in column 1, a -4 in column 2, and a -2 in column 3. Their total score is a -6. In our example, this hole is a par 5. So player 1 with a 16 got a double bogey. Player 2 with a -3 for a par, and player 3 with a -6 for a birdie. And the hole's complete. It's that easy. For the next hole, throw all the cards in the middle, face down, scramble them thoroughly. Each player draws 6 cards again, just as in the beginning. Whoever won the previous hole goes first now. We're so confident you will love Sandtrap Golf that if you don't, simply return your complete game in its original packaging for a full refund. You'll only pay return shipping. To order your game today, maybe for yourself and a friend, maybe someone for Father's Day or birthday, simply go to thegolfinggame.com. That's thegolfinggame.com and order your game today and begin playing soon.